Today's Namaste Yoga continues our Benefits of Yoga series, and today's benefit is on internal awareness. Hello and welcome to episode 203 of Namaste Yoga. Thank you for joining us. Today I have a testimonial from Yulia from Russia to share with you, and she sent it to us from SpeakPipe on my website. You can leave us audio testimonials if you go to melissawest.com. So let's listen to Yulia.
Hi Melissa, I'm Yulia and I'm from Russia. I want to thank you for your workout. It's a better yoga and all YouTube channel. I really love to do this workout with you. Your yoga classes are calming, balancing, relaxing. And I love to do it before sleeping in the night. And more, your yoga classes are very, very intelligent. Thank you, Melissa.
Thank you, Yulia, for leaving your message. Just a few things to let you know about what's going on our awesome membership site. Just before I came to film, I got off of a great Skype call with one of our members, Linda Doubledam, from, where's she from again, Tim? Netherlands. Yes, and she was actually our first yearly member ever when we started our membership site 2 years ago. Anyway, she's going to be starting a weekly recipe on our membership site, so that's really exciting. Simple recipes that are easy to make, quick, yep, and nutritious and good for you. And I'm really excited about this. So is she. So that's really fun. And we're reading the Bhagavad Gita right now, and we're having our first meetup to discuss the introduction to it this November the 9th at 9 a.m. So if you're a member and you'd like to join us, the details for that are on the membership site, or you can email me about that and I can send those to you. Also, Shannon Valley, who's a graduate of our continuing education course for our Open Your Heart to Yoga Pedagogy, our continuing education course for teachers. She just announced our November book club book, which I'll be drawing from for today's lesson. I already started reading it last night because that's me. I'm a little book bug and it's a great book. I'm really loving it so far. So if you're a member, check that out. Join us for this month's book club. And Ivy Tulin has released episode 3 of Nurturing Your Spirit in her devotional section. She's also a graduate of our continuing education course for teachers. And Amanda has 2 new Take 5 videos for you. They're 5-minute videos, so you can take 5 minutes out of your life to nurture yourself. So lots of fun stuff going on the membership site. If you want to be a member, you can check that out on our website as well at melissawest.com. So thank you to Dusky Leaf for our props. Today you're going to need a bolster and 2 props, because when we tune in internally, one of the things that you're going to be checking in with yourself about is, would this posture be better for me with a prop? And also thank you to Donna from Squeezed for my yoga clothes. I'm wearing a long sleeve bamboo top today, and it's one of the new ones. And I'm wearing the navy blue leggings today. And Donna and I are going this weekend, so it'll be tomorrow for you, to Lisa Kerr, who's also a graduate of our continuing education course for teachers, to her Thai Yoga Bliss Restorative class tomorrow in Newmarket. We're going together to just zen out and bliss out tomorrow. So we're really excited about that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with today's class. You can go ahead and rest back in Savasana. And if you want to, you could use your bolster underneath your knees. But, since today's class is about internal awareness, you can already be checking in and see, what are my needs today? As you lie down on your back, check in, even with things like your body temperature. Do you need a blanket over top of you? Or is your low back tender? Would it be better to have a bolster under your knees or a rolled up blanket under your knees? So just check in already, tuning in internally to see what your needs are as you rest back to receive the teachings today. So as a way to transition from the busyness of your day-to-day life and to turn inward, close your eyes and take a deep breath in and let it fall out of your mouth. And you can take as many of those breaths, those falling out breaths, as you need to land here now. And then return to breathing normally in and out through your nose. So many of us have become so busy in our day-to-day lives that we have forgotten how to listen to and trust our bodies. Our culture teaches us to override fatigue with caffeine and sugar and other stimulants like news and radio, social media. All these things get us jacked up. And in overriding the needs of our bodies, we become disconnected and estranged from our internal experience of our breath, thoughts, emotions, energy, and spirit. Through yoga, it is possible to build a deeper connection with yourself. In her book, The Way of the Happy Woman, which we are reading this month, November 2013, for our book club on the membership site, Sarah Avant Stover explains, you already have all the answers. You already have everything inside you that you have ever wanted or looked for elsewhere. The essence of who you are gets denied every time you turn away from your inner wisdom, move too quickly through life, and ignore your body. End quote. We have an innate wisdom, and we can trust and live from our own inner impulses. Internal awareness refers to the immediate feedback you receive from your body, your breath, your thoughts, your emotions, your spirit, your energy during a yoga practice, and life off your mat as well. Listen, sense, and feel into your body. Become aware of how your posture affects you in the moment and also over time. Respond internally to your practice with all your capacities and senses. Learn to develop from your own direct experience and perception. Develop an awareness to guide you through your practice. Tune into the effects of the poses as you experiment with different alignments, and notice what gives you the most freedom, the most opening, the best flow of energy and sense of well-being. In today's practice, you will be dropping into internal awareness to attune to your needs in each moment. Listen, respond, and adjust to the feedback you are receiving deep from within. Become aware of your body as a wise teacher. Be mindful of your body your breath, your thoughts, your emotions, your energy, your spirit, and those subtleties and nuances of feedback from deep within your body. This is the attunement that is required for internal awareness. Today, you will allow your inner process to guide, awaken, and develop. Listen within to guide your postures and breath practices to the optimal position for your individual needs and abilities. So go ahead and ask yourself why it is you are here. Why did you choose this practice today? What do you hope to get out of it? In other words, set your intention for your practice today. Stay resting on your back and allow your body to begin to wake up and warm up. Ask yourself, how might your body want to move right now? Allow movement to come into your body. To what extent are you able to be aware of your experience just as it is? So allow any movement that wants to happen, to wake up your body. So what internal awareness can you bring to your movements, your breath, your thoughts, your feelings, and images? Be present to whatever is happening now. Be aware of what movement wants to happen. Then come back to lying on your back. Come back to stillness. Close your eyes and let your attention drop back inwards. And notice anything about your body that is calling your attention. Become more and more aware of sensations. And notice any ability to allow sensations to just be as they are, as well as wanting sensations to be different than they are. And then bend your knees and place your feet flat on the floor. Place your arms in a soft T beside you with your arms just below your shoulders. And begin to sway your knees from side to side. And notice what's happening with your breathing. And as you keep your eyes closed to keep your awareness internal, to what extent can you be aware of what's happening now? And how is that information coming to you through your body, your breathing, your thoughts, your emotions, your energy, and your spirit. So no need to change anything, no need to figure anything out. Just be present to what's happening now, or even what isn't happening now. And then bring your knees back to the center. Take a deep breath in and let it fall out of your mouth. And then go ahead and cross your right ankle over the top of your left thigh. And draw your left leg in towards your torso. Reach your right arm through and hold on behind your left thigh. Draw your leg in towards your chest. So now create any adjustments to produce the best energy flow. Listen to the internal feedback of your body and your breathing and the internal effects of your yoga posture here. What modifications could you make in your body to give you the best results in this posture? What's your body telling you here? Listen to your own experience and your own inner guidance. And then release your left leg down. Uncross your right leg. Go ahead and cross your left ankle over the top of your right thigh. Draw your right leg in towards your torso. Reach your left arm through. Hold on the back of your right leg. And listen to your own body about the right place to draw your right leg in. And again, what's your body telling you? Can you make any shifts or adjustments here to improve your experience? And then release this posture from your body. And go ahead and get your bolster and see if you can still stay connected to the experience of your body as you get your bolster so that you don't disconnect. And place your bolster on the right side of your body. Keep your right leg long and bend your left knee. You're going to press into your left foot, tuck your right hip under, and then place your bent left leg on the top of your bolster. spin your chest up towards the ceiling and look over your left shoulder for reclined knee down twist here. So as you experience this posture on this side, ask yourself, to what extent are you able to observe, recognize, and validate each sensation, thought, and feeling that arises in you? And then go ahead and allow your body to roll back onto your back. Press into your left foot and lie on your back. Take a deep breath in. Let it fall out of your mouth. And tune inwards and feel the effect of this posture on your body. Breathing, thoughts, emotions, energy, spirit. And then keeping that awareness tuned inward, take your bolster and move it over to the other side of your body. Keep your left leg long, bend your right knee, press into your right foot, tuck your left hip under, bring your right bent knee to the top of your bolster, spin your hips up towards the ceiling, look over your right shoulder. So what sensations are you able to tune into on this side that perhaps were not present on the other side? And then slowly, while staying present to your internal awareness, come back to the center. Take a deep breath in and let it fall out of your mouth. And tune in and feel the effects of the twist on both sides of your body. What's happening internally? And then bend your knees, roll to your right side, and pay attention as you make your way and transition up to seated now. And from seated, we're going to do a meditation for internal awareness. So you can put your bolster off to the side. And from here, you can use your folded up blanket, which I suggested in the show notes, or a cushion to sit on. Okay, so for this meditation, you're going to sit in easy pose, which means to sit cross-legged, or you can sit in a chair with your feet flat on the floor. And you're going to sit with your palms turned up on your knees, whether you're sitting in a chair or sitting cross-legged. And you inhale in 4 parts for this meditation. On the first part, you touch your thumb and index finger together and mentally say Sat. And on the second part, you touch your thumb and middle finger together and mentally say Ta, Sat, Ta. And then on the third part, you touch your thumb and ring finger together and chant Na. And on the fourth part of your inhale, you touch your thumb and baby finger together and chant Ma. Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. So it'll be like. And then after you've inhaled in 4 parts, you take one long continuous exhalation. Okay? We're going to do this for 3 minutes. And at the end of 3 minutes, you're going to inhale and suspend your breath and apply root lock. So that means to do mulband, and that just means do a pelvic floor lift. Draw up through your pelvic floor briefly, and then exhale. And I want you to really tune in internally and feel what this feels like for you. I'm not going to tell you kind of what this is supposed to do or the effects of it before, because I'm going to get you, after you're done, to check in, see how it feels, and you feel it, so that you have no preconceived notions about what this is going to do. Okay, so we'll get Tim to time this for us for 3 minutes. Okay, so here we go. Take a normal breath in, normal breath out, then inhaling in 4 parts. Sa, ta, na, ma. Exhale. Okay, big inhale. Suspend your breath and draw up through your pelvic floor. And then exhale. Keep your eyes closed. Tune inwards. And ask yourself, what did you get out of this meditation? So what is your internal feedback? What are you feeling that the internal effects are for you of this practice? So just take a moment to note that. You might even want to jot it down in your journal if you keep a journal by your yoga mat, which is a great idea, by the way. So this practice, now you have your own internal wisdom and answer as to what it does, which is the right answer. The intention behind this practice was to balance your pituitary and pineal glands in a normal, healthy rhythm. This meditation can also help you to erase and release negative thought patterns so you can achieve clear and radiant outer projection. So there's no right or wrong or better, best experience here. I want you to learn to listen to the wisdom of your own body's experience, and it's just, be curious about if there was anything in there that lined up with your own experience. Okay, let's do some cat pose. Marjaryasana. So come on to all fours. Take your hands underneath your shoulders. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Knees underneath your hips. Exhale and round up through your back. And inhale and arch through your back. Exhale and round through your back. And inhale and arch through your back. And create any adjustments that you can to produce the best energy flow by listening to the internal feedback of your body and the internal effects of your yoga posture. So feel free to change this in any way that would work better for you and your body right now. And then shift back towards the back of your mat and reach your arms forward. Tip your sit bones up towards the ceiling and rest your forehead on the ground for puppy pose. And check in and see if there's any way that you can modify this pose that would be better for your experience. Maybe bending at the elbows, or you can use a block for underneath your forehead here. So just check in and see what modifications suit your experience better here. And then go ahead and find your way out of this posture. And we're going to do Anjaneyasana, lunge pose. So come up onto your knees and walk your right leg through. And ask yourself how you can witness your own experience here. Shift back and switch sides. Step your right leg through. And tune inward and see what's happening on this side. And then make your way onto all fours. And we're going to come into downward facing dog and transition our way up to standing. And as you do that, ask yourself what happens when you let your own internal awareness of your experience lead. Okay, from standing, take your feet underneath your hip bones, lift and spread your toes, lengthen down through your legs. And we're going to do a little visualization to encourage your internal awareness here, so close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and let it fall out of your mouth. Now imagine that you have 2 buckets sitting on the ground in front of you. Imagine everything that you can about these buckets. What color are they? The texture of them? What material they're made out of? What's inside the buckets? What kind of handles are on the buckets? And then bend your knees and sit back and reach down and pick up your buckets. Unbend your knees and come back up to standing. Notice how it feels to pick up your buckets. How much do they weigh? Does it take a lot of effort or a little effort? So how does it feel to be holding your buckets? And then lift your buckets straight out in front of you. And again, check in and notice what kind of effort it takes to be holding these buckets straight out in front of you. How does it feel to be holding these buckets here? What kind of internal response do you get from holding these buckets out in front of you here? then you can lower your arms back down. Bend your knees. Sit back. Go ahead and put your buckets back down. Straighten your knees, stand back up, and open your eyes. Okay, so that's a cool little exercise that I learned at Phoenix Rising Yoga Therapy. I'd love to hear what was in your buckets in the comments. It's always fun to hear about that. Okay, from here, take your feet wide on your mat. Turn your left toes out, sink down through your left sit bone. Bring your left elbow to the top of your left knee. Circle your right arm around in front and come into side angle pose, Konasana. So as you're in this pose, notice what your body's telling you. And then slowly let this posture out of your body on this side. Turn your left toes to face front. Roll your pelvis over your leg bones. Lift and spread your sit bones towards the back of the room and then towards the ceiling. Drop your head so that you come into wide-legged standing forward fold. So Prasarita Padottanasana. What's your breath telling you here? Roll your pelvis back over your leg bones and come back up to standing. This time, turn your left toes in and your right toes out. Sink down through your right sit bone until your right leg comes to a 90-degree angle. Bring your right elbow to the top of your right thigh. Circle your left arm around in front until you come to Konasana on the other side. And listen to your own experience and inner guidance here. And then go ahead and circle back around to the front. Roll your pelvis over your leg bones again. Wide-legged standing forward fold. Prasarita Padottanasana. And then make your way back down to sitting on your mat, But keep that internal awareness with you as you transition. So sit with your legs straight in front of you. Bend your right leg in and cross it over to the left side of your body. And from here, you're going to tune inwards and see how your own body works, and if it's possible for you to bring your left heel up to your right buttocks and still have your right foot and your right hip on the ground, then you can bring your left heel up. But if your hip lifts way off or your right foot can't reach the ground, then you're going to keep your left leg straight out. Okay, so tune inwards, listen to the needs of your own body, and do what works right for you. Lengthen up through your spine. Wrap your left arm around your right leg. Turn towards it for Ardha Matsyendrasana. So what's your growing internal awareness telling you as you experience this twist, half Lord of the Fishes pose? And then turn back to the center. Release your legs so that they're straight in front of you again. And this time, bend your left leg in, cross it over your right leg, and again, tuning into your own physical body, doing what's right for your body. And if it's okay in your body, bringing your right heel up to your left sit bone. If your whole left foot is on the ground, while the same time as your whole left sit bone is on the ground, you can leave your right leg bent. If not, straighten it out again. Lengthen up through your spine, wrap your right arm around your left leg and turn towards it. So what are you aware of internally right now? And then come back to the center. And from here, we're going to do a forward fold. We're going to do tortoise pose, Kurmasana. So you can use your bolster for this again, which I'm just going to have passed to me. Thank you, Tim. So if you place it on top of your legs, you place your legs in a diamond shape. Your heels are away from your groin for this one. Reach through and underneath your legs and fold forward here. So in Kurmasana, ask yourself, to what extent can you become aware of something in this pose that you might normally take for granted? And then go ahead and come back up out of this posture. And you're going to make your way down to lying in Savasana. And you may want to take this bolster and place it underneath your knees to finish up your practice. So as you rest back in Savasana, I have a poem for you by Donna Faulds from her book, her collection of poetry called Limitless. And it's called Turning Inwards. At the moment of turning inward, time loses its grip. There is only the press of palm against palm, the reach and stretch of limbs, the sound of breath sipping out and in to deliver its gift. Energy follows focus, body bowing low, arms and fingers tingling. When I let awareness and sensation lead, mystery enfolds me. Gradually allow yourself to wiggle and stretch out. Let your breath deepen. Bend your knees, roll to your right side, and bring that internal awareness with you as you slowly make your way up to seated. Thank you for joining us for episode 203 of Namaste Yoga. I will see you on the membership site. Thank you for all of you who joined us for our Mindful Compassion in Your Relationships retreat this past weekend. It was an amazing retreat. We just had so much engagement, and it was great meeting up with you and celebrating together. And I'm looking forward to our one-day retreat for our winter solstice retreat on the 21st of December, yes. And Linda's already getting some really special recipes ready for us for that. So it's exciting. Shannon Valley and I are going to work on that one together. So thank you. Until next week. Namaste.